Your prospecting license. Prospecting. I mean, so my man who said prospecting license is the mawa. Utu amanaka krebi be 1 foot square. Na utu ako form na wa pharmacy ya mwako. But the omo that's about 100 meters square. And only license on mine you. And so Sani pano. Huh? Bonu tiana ide. Nse sa ma dwene wo hu. Nse sa ma no.
Nti wo sisa wa no still ye mo mutuo.
Se ye beto wo nsuo no so a wo deserve se ye botuo.
That means yenku no by extension.
Well, e bia otuo bono no wo. To kodu nkwa wa. No. E bus the parking ya. Samfan no be 15. Car the parking ya omo tisu nyina chon. They dived into the water. So I came to a conclusion, say, Sani pa also bechenoa oboa. The best way to deal with that person, so person I pa no teteno. Boba ku minu to obi amabio.
Ya yetim for ya Ghana for ne start mo boy hutu.
Na o man boni bi o anywhere we are able to. Sa mindset to say
what you have just tabled before us do not align with what is on the website. What I have from
for I'm saying mona mo ye adwuma we I'm saying mo mining license I'm saying prospecting license. Prospecting. I mean so my man who say prospecting license is the mawa. Utu amanaka krebi be 1 foot square. Na utu ako form na wa pharmacy ya mwako. But the omo that's about 100 meters square. And only license on mine you. And so Sani pano. Huh? Bonu tiana ide. Nse sa ma dwene wo hu. Nse sa ma no.
Nti wo sisa wa no still ye mo mutuo.
Se ye beto wo nsuo no so a wo deserve se ye botuo.
That means yenku no by extension.
Well, e bia otuo bono no wo. To kodu nkwa wa. No. E bus the parking ya. Samfan no be 15. Car the parking ya omo tisu nyina chon. They dived into the water. So I came to a conclusion, say, Sani pa also bechenoa oboa. The best way to deal with that person, so person I pa no teteno. Boba ku minu to obi amabio.
Ya yetim for ya Ghana for ne start mo boy hutu.
Na o man boni bi o anywhere we are able to. Sa mindset to say
what you have just tabled before us do not align with what is on the website. What I have from your website between 2008 and 2016, 56 small-scale mining licenses. Then between 2017 to September 2024, I have 1,503. I have the printouts here. So can you please explain the discrepancy? What you are telling us today is different from what we have been working with from your open source data from your website.
Sure, thank you very much. When I asked my mineral title office, that's the same question I posed to them because I saw that thing, 2,800% here. So I gave it to all my people, assembled them, and I said, have you seen this from social media? Let's go to the documents. Chair, respectfully, what I'm reading now are licenses that were issued. It is different from renewals, so the figures may not be the same. So, for example, when I say, let's say 2012, 332 licenses were issued, or let's say 2022, 148 licenses were issued, it doesn't include renewals. I want you to understand clearly, so perhaps that may be creating the problem. Because you may have a license that may be, small scale for 5 years. So let's say somebody might have obtained his license in 2017. If it's 2017, he may, let's say, be among the 7 that was issued in 2017. Do you understand that? If it's due for renewal, he might renew it, when it's about to, expire. So renewals are not the same as issuance. So what we can do to clarify the confusion is to now go further and state clearly, in a particular year, what was issued as fresh license. That's what I have here. What was renewal? What expired and the people didn't come back? It will solve your problem. So this does not respectively include renewals. Mm-hmm. The figures you are talking about, they may include renewals. So when I put here, let's say 2022, 148 was issued, it may be, these are new licenses that were issued in that particular year. If you add renewals that were renewed in that particular year, the figure may be higher than that.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and the political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
All right, a very good morning to you, and you're welcome to the program. It's Good Morning Ghana. My name is Annie Fomfofon. We're live from the studios here at Penel, and we're also streaming on your social media platforms. It's Good Morning Ghana, and also on Metro TV. Join us on channel 277 DSTV as well. We thank God for giving us yet another day to go through the issues of the day, and it's time for us to go through headlines. Now, I start off with the Daily Graphic. Kwewu Mahene resigns as ADB board chair over bribery, unethical conduct allegations. STEMnovation 2024 begins today. Government initiate forest mining law revocation. Shun sensationalism in reportage. Former President Kufuor urges media. Ghanaian Times. 8 killed, others injured in separate gruesome road crashes. Moody's upgrades Ghana's credit ratings. Says country outlook positive. President praises Ochehene for championing environmental conservation. President praises Ochehene for championing environmental conservation. Parliament reconvenes tomorrow as government seeks to revoke 23. Daily Guide. Government moves to secure forest reserves. German Business Association Honest Nana. Moody's upgrades Ghana's ratings to positive. 2 dead in East Legon car crash. Lotto operators parry allegations against Samia Oku. The New Crusading Guide. Akufo-Addo laws Ochehene for his sustained advocacy for a safe environment. Stop imposing NDC MPP on Ghanaians. KOD charges media. A bright future for young lawyers, rising admissions at the Ghana School of Law. 2024 election, court injuncts Cynthia Morrison. Moody's upgrades Ghana's ratings, signals positive outlook. We also have pay and go chiefs. Islamic clerics tell Galamseyers operating chamfans on Birim River. The Insight. Fallen City, blame for depression, sexual weakness amongst business owners. Oh, Fallen City blamed for depression, sexual weakness amongst business owners. KOD unveils Alan's plan to invest in youth talent through sports and creative arts. Bloodbath looms at Okamma over reign of land guard terror. Dominican Republic and cross-shares of U.S. imperialist ambitions in the Caribbean. The Herald. UNESCO video reviews NAPO as promoting homosexuality in Ghanaian schools. National security orders immediate removal of Boko police boss. Highlights of NDC and NPP manifestos on energy. Bawumia promises district agri mechanization hubs. John Mahama pledges economic revival at WA. The Informer. Election 2024, Pastor Hills Bawumia's policy says his leader Ghana needs. Moody's rates Ghana positive. Moody's rates Ghana positive. Place premium on girl-child education. NAPO urges. And Bakavomo not rush to hospital. Police refutes media claims. The Inquisitor. Big trouble. Kouhine faces destulment over ADB loan scandal. NAPO leads girl-child education crusade. No luxury of trial and error anymore. Mahama. Tolong MP donates ambulance to Nyankpala. Former NDC executives poised for victory. Coming up, details of thick dirt among board and management members of ADB. The Statesman, the Daily Statesman. Moody's upgrade Ghana as economic prospects brighten. Akufo-Addo laws Ochehene's environmental advocacy. Universities should prefer solutions to challenges, not embark on strikes. Okay. Government revokes LI 2462 to halt mining in forest reserves. Coca urges SDA members to participate in December polls. The Ghanaian publisher, Asiodun Ketia to Muslims, vote for NDC for protection. Group defends Kouhine, rubbishes extortion claim against him. Moody's rates Ghana's economy high. Akufo-Addo hails Ochehene's reign. Samira pushes hard for Bawumia in Ashanti. The Custodian. Bawumia will win 2024 polls with majority MPs. Tampuli. EC keeps trusts. Ghana's economy bounces back. Moody's gives positive outlook. Please vote on December 7. Coca pleads with SDA members. Daily Post. MPP sheds blood at Ayawaso North as thugs ambush, shoot and injure NDC bikers. Only NDC can fix Ghana's broken economy, Mama. It is witchcraft to oppose progress. It is clear Napo is possessed. Dr. Frank Amwakohene responds to Napo's remarks. All right, that's all we have for you for the headlines this morning. Let's take a breather. We'll be back shortly.
She's coming. She's coming!
Oh, it's in.
Brother, receive now!
Boss, let's go back.
Here, take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming! Oh. She's here.
Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh bread.
I'm a fat missy way.
Repacho Bantama.
Machasi.
It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me, Jidi said we used to Cal 360 toothpaste. Some kind. Cal 360 toothpaste.
That's Kia. Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector.
Onim Jom Kasan. Kile Hossein. Cal 360 did the one. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
You will see so feeling to when you know Cal 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Customer, I don't know who to say.
Malaria been actually on my number, still.
One of them give us.
Give us a solid.
Yeah, sorry. But rest of us, give us here and don't come down.
What's over that song? But tomato give us the and some down.
Give us a bad mixture.
Paper try the and some down.
Customer. Give us that down.
Onuya kayo oba wa fa furo nom de o ma no banu fo nom akwada wa ni fie dumie no ono nso no.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia #1 on the ballot.
Apomode wonsem yemfen diagro. Enunti nese wonum edepapa nko a. Exodus moringa capsules, any Exodus dandelion capsules,
efi Exodus ebusuanum na ebeboa wa pomodem emu bia wo benya no betimi aboa nanso se wonye to no a wo betimi anom abom na ebeboa papa se wonnom Exodus moringa capsules na Exodus dandelion capsules eboa mamoja di efusani yie na afei ebuste wo immune system no na akwatia yarewa ahodo minimi yie se nipa dodo na nim dia moringa etimi ye na dandelion so yenim enunti menkasa bebre enye mma apemfo ana abatan a oma elifo ana abofra onya emfidumi Exodus ehu dance die dos.
Hey, Morgan, what's up?
How far with your internship?
To be honest, I'm so nervous about starting this new role on Monday.
Oh, please. I know you'll be great at it. You should be worried about what benefits they have. Example, do they have health insurance?
I doubt they will have that for internet. But no shaking. I have NHIS already.
After you're on a line, ting.
Ina, look at you. What are you going to do in the office when you can just download the app to register for an NHIS membership?
Yes, my people. You heard right. You can now download and register your membership on my NHIS app. No long queues or tedious paperwork. All you need is your Ghana card to register for yourself and for others. Once you register, you get a new digital NHIS card on your phone. My NHIS app gives you access to credentialed health facilities and services across the country. NHIS covers over 95% of disease conditions in Ghana. Access to healthcare just got easier.
Now let me sign up quickly. Please, Seth, I'm starting work next month.
Choose the perfect prize every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes. All to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Welcome to Rehoboth Palms, Ayimensa, where your future home is taking shape. Discover a community like no other, designed for families and individuals seeking comfort and connection. Enjoy a host of amenities, including a swimming pool, tennis courts, kids playground, and serene sitting areas, all designed for your enjoyment. Embrace the opportunity to be part of this vibrant community with flexible installment plans available. Your dream home is waiting at Rehoboth Palms, Ayimensa, where every moment is a promise of home and affordable luxury. Visit us today at 145 North Legon, Accra. Call us on +233 244 764 499 or +233 204 950 810. For our UK clients, you can reach us on +44 190 853 3149 or +44 791 737 6631 or visit www.rehobothpropertiesgh.com to learn more. A community like no other. Welcome to Rehoboth Ayimensa.
Ghana's biggest housing event, the Mikasa Home and Property Fair, is here. Whether you're looking to buy an elegant house, a cozy apartment, a home in a luxurious estate, or genuine land, come and meet over 50 top developers, home loan specialists, home improvement specialists, and get personalized expert advice on your home ownership journey. Also, join in informative and stimulating seminars with industry experts and get the chance to network all for free. And oh, there will be so much play and fun for the children at our Children's Arena. Date, 2nd and 3rd November 2024. Venue, Movenpick Ambassador Hotel. Time, 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. each day. Attendance is absolutely free. Headline sponsor, Gold Key Properties. Platinum sponsor, Clifton Homes. Media partner, City FM and Channel 1 TV. To exhibit at the fair, contact us on 050-168-0737 or info@mikasa.com. Mikasa.com, Ghana's #1 property website.
Using Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture, brought to you by Koa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company, proudly made in Ghana. Formulated to support your general well-being. For those seeking immune system support, there is Koa Plus Mixture. Support your body's defenses and stay strong. When it comes to combating malaria, Koa MT Mixture will aid your treatments. For effective relief from malaria symptoms, Try Koa MT mixture. Koa mixture, Koa plus mixture, and Koa MT mixture are not recommended for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 12 years. Always take a malaria test before using Koa MT mixture. Choose Koa mixture, Koa plus mixture, and Koa MT mixture for your health needs. Available now at pharmacies nationwide. For bulk purchases, contact 0244 726611 or 0591 565 778. This advert is
Phoenix Club,
uplifting women.
Phoenix Club,
uplifting
women. Phoenix Club,
uplifting women.
Thank you very much for having me here today. The nation builder John Mahama and Professor Nana Jane are bringing you the Women's Development Bank. It is a very special bank run by only women, to serve only women. The aim is to empower millions of women across the country. The bank will have branches all over the nation to provide you with loans with very low interest and on very flexible terms.
Madam, I run a small makeup and nail bar. Do I qualify for a loan?
No need to bother, my sister. I mean hairdressers, market women, women-owned online businesses, female graduates, women in the corporate world, traders, agri, women in all fields qualify for loans. With John Mahama and Professor Nana Jane at the helm, the Ghanaian woman will surely rise.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
All right. Welcome back to the program. Good morning, Ghana. And this morning, I've already been joined in the studio by Louisa Kwache. Louisa Kwache is a member of the NDC, and she's already here with me. Louisa, you're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Anne.
Why, you didn't want to respond to the good morning? Don't worry, you'll be fine. Oh, the season is difficult. I get it. Where are you coming from?
From Takwa.
So, how did you get to Accra?
By road.
By road?
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
By road. And then, unfortunately, this is a day the Lord has made. But under President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia,
you can't rejoice.
The day of the Lord cannot be a rejoicing one because one day, one problem. You get home and you realize the prepaid you bought over the period that you know the time frame is supposed to last. You get back home and your lights are off. So the question I ask myself is, what is happening to our utilities? Are they adjusting the meter in a way that it reads more than we are being told. So every morning you wake up, you want to buy a bag of cement to do some little renovation in your house. The price is around 110 cedis. You want to go and buy food, and the prices of food items are soaring. So the choruses we are singing on our streets as Ghanaian is A. Ghanaians have now become choristers to the lyrics of a song that we call A. So it is the day of the Lord. But as the MPP have decided to make it a one day, one problem, they are making that rejoicing kind of questionable in our eyes.
So the tariffs will become one day, one problem?
Yes.
But the tariffs, they told you that we have to increase tariffs already. Water,
no, but if they increased the tariff about 2 weeks ago,
yeah.
So you buy and then you checked how that's run for the week. So when you buy for the next week, you assume that that is how the tariff is going to be. But it couldn't last for the 7 days.
So they are charging more than they should.
Exactly. I don't know if I'm the only person singing this chorus, but I know the people watching us are going through the same ordeal, and they can attest to that fact.
I am not so sure. Let me not encourage people to do what I'm doing, so I won't even say what I do. But unfortunately, sorry for you. So I'll introduce Evita soon, but before that, let me just let you know that it's been an awesome journey with MTN Momo for 15 years with ease, safety, and convenience. This is definitely worth celebrating. From MTN, that's why you Momo at 15 rewards is actually given to you, and it's here with some amazing cash prizes as well. So you want to join the queue by winning prizes. Send money to MTN Momo user or make payments to an MTN Momo merchant at no cost whatsoever, only on MTN. And so go on, download the Momo app on App Store or Play Store and enjoy this. Just Momo conditions obviously apply. Kel 360 toothpaste also, it says if you're desperate for getting a toothpaste that will take care of the whole family and to save money as well, the recommended one for you is Kel 360 toothpaste, approved by the Food and Drugs Authority, and it provides the family with an all-round dental protection throughout the day with freshness. Kel 360 toothpaste is good for the kids, children, and adults. Let your family be proud. Family when they step out by constantly using the Kel 360 toothpaste. It brightens your teeth, prevents cavity, and with the Cool Mint, it gives you fresh breath throughout the day as well. And also, it's a product from Samara Company Limited, producers of Sasso, and it's available on all supermarkets, malls, and provision shops around you. Call them on 0246864798. Kel 360 toothpaste, happy smile. All right. Let me also now welcome Ayila, and she's just joined us in the studio. Tabitha, you're welcome. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And how are you?
I'm doing very well.
Okay. Is that Dr. Bawumia?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The soon-to-be first gentleman of the Republic of Ghana.
Politicians have become the most creative in recent times.
Sure.
I think so. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think they've become the most creative. Because I almost thought it was one of these artistic T-shirts that we've been producing.
Yeah.
So this is a political T-shirt.
Yeah, it's a very political T-shirt. I think on the launch of our manifesto, I wore another one that is a tie and dye, a very nice tie and dye with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's picture on it. I have a couple of them.
Go back a bit, let me see. Maybe your party people just fall on your seats like this.
Okay.
On the back.
Oh,
maybe your party people may want one.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So if you want to contact Tabitha.
I went for the Adentan rally, the mini rally that Akosua Menu had, which the First Lady graced the occasion. Yeah. So at the Adentan market, I was there and I saw a couple of ladies wearing the T-shirt, and I was like, this is beautiful. I need to wear this this particular week. So I contacted one of the ladies and they gave it to me. So Adentan, good morning. It was nice being with you last week, Friday. Yeah.
What happened in Adentan?
You know, the PC for Adentan, Akosua Menu, whom we all know, a very hard-working young woman. She's one of the ladies that I actually look up to because if you look at the way she handles herself in the political space, you realize that she possessed this admirable qualities. And I know Adentan will never miss this golden opportunity of making her their MP. I've seen that she has done a couple of work there. If you go to the market, most of the women have been given money to start some small business. I also saw that there was a launch of a nursery center. I think it's a daycare center that they built inside the Adentan market to keep the market women's children, the babies, the infants, so that they don't get distracted when their parents are working. Or better still, I want to believe even if you come there to shop and you want to drop off your child, you can easily do that, and then when you are done, you pick up the child. And apart from that, she has done some medical screening for the people, and I saw that she renewed some licenses for some drivers and other projects that she's doing there. I'm so impressed. I remember there was a day I went to some parts of East Legon, and I saw her pictures there, and I said, but this is East Legon. What is Adentan PC's pictures doing here? And I was told that all this place is part of Adentan. And I was like, wow, then Adentan is a very big constituency. It is. You see massive projects going on there. The Dodowa Road, I don't know whether you are aware, they are expanding the road, and
the Dodowa Road?
Yes, the Dodowa Road, the one that links the Adentan taxi rank station going straight to Dodowa. They are expanding the place, and work is ongoing seriously and very fast. I know that her coming there has brought a lot of relief to her people. There was a time I saw her, I think she was supervising some drainage that they are doing for the Adentan constituents and other projects that she has been doing over this space. And I want to use this opportunity to speak to Adentan people. The first place I stayed in Accra when I came to the Greater Accra region is Adentan constituency. So I get to see everything that is going on there.
You know, sometimes a lot of people ask this question, why do you now see people who try to put in a lot only during the election seasons? And I was wondering, okay, I've seen one or two videos of her inspecting some of the projects, and I thought they were capital-intensive projects.
Very capital-intensive.
And I was wondering, hey, so why are you doing this? Like, a lot of people even ask those questions.
Why? Yes. So you see, in politics, you know, I believe in time and seasons. The time cometh, the opportunities too. And that is how it has always been. And apart from that, there are some people that are already development-oriented. It doesn't matter whether they are vying for a position or not, provided they are in the space where they can maybe gather some resources to bring relief to their people. I think they do that. I've seen that she has very strong link with the First Lady's office, and so I want to believe that...
she's marshalling forces from there?
No, not necessarily so. But you know, at times, your proximity to the space of power is also very important, so that you can get the right people to listen to you and to bring development to you. That is one of the things. So I remember there was a time, I think my own constituency, and at times too, it's just the matter of, as I said, time and season. That explains it to me. And I don't think that you get to a space where you can bring, maybe you are made the Minister for Roads and Transport, and there is an opportunity to bring roads to your community, and you say, I won't bring it. Like, really, you have to. Because if they have apportioned, let's say, some for your rural communities, and you have a rural community, why not? Let them benefit. They are all Ghanaians. And of course, it's when you start from where you know to where you don't know. That has always been my policy. And even in teaching or in the circle of teaching, that is what we do. We start from the known to the unknown. That is why at times I get so disappointed that after Mahama became president, he still couldn't do anything for his people, let alone the northern part of Ghana. There is no developmental project that we can tout or speak to it that Mahama has done for the northern part of Ghana.
Did you jump from
because
Akosia Menu to Mahama?
no, you know, we are talking about politicians and when they get the opportunity, what they do with those opportunities. And I'm saying that, look, you start from where you are coming from to where you understand. Because there's this saying that charity begins at home. Whether you like it or not, that has always been it. And even the Bible even admonishes us that when there is anything, or if there is anything to be done, it starts from the house of the Lord. And he even said that when it is judgment time, he is going to start the judgment with his own people. And so you cannot say you want to bring change, but cannot even let the people that are very next to you not experiencing that change. Then you end up becoming, excuse me to use this word for lack of a better word, it's more of like a narcissistic approach, trying to paint a beautiful picture outside whilst you go home and it is nasty. I think we should discourage that thing. And so, yes, when opportunities come and you are a politician, I will always advocate that you start from the known and get to the unknown. That is not to say that you don't regard other people's challenges, no. But how do you, the accounts will say something that, or however they say it, I'm not a tree-speaking person, but I've ever heard that thing. Just to say that you cannot stand in, like, okay, I'm not a tree person. Let me not do any translation this morning.
You don't want
but
to try
I've heard that thing, and it actually makes sense. That is why I was saying that when you go to the northern part of Ghana, it becomes very difficult to say that this is what Mahama has done for the northern part of Ghana. And if we are talking about any part of Ghana that has been underdeveloped, it has always been the northern part of Ghana. And you ask yourself, what have you done for the people of the north? And there is really nothing that he can mention. And I think that all politicians, when you get an opportunity of bringing any development to your people, start from home and go outside.
So she's actually doing this in her constituency?
Yes.
Because she wants to bring development there, or because she wants to be an MP?
Because she wants to bring development there.
Just that?
Yeah, not necessarily
so
because...
should she not
I want to believe that the first thing is to see that her constituents are relieved. And of course, if she becomes the next MP for the area, you can just imagine what will happen next. It means that more will come.
What if she doesn't?
It will come.
It will
will come because, you know...
And this is not just about her constituency. This applies to every
yes.
PC
yes.
Or incumbent that is, you know, trying to do something to represent something. And they're all doing it. I go through most of the constituencies. Sometimes when I go through, you see the link roads being tarred and you're wondering, okay, will you stop if you lose or you continue and stuff like that? But when you ask them, these are the explanations they will give. I mean, for my people, and that's what it is.
Yes, and you know, at times, before sponsorship will come, before people will open their doors to you, they want to know whether your people are with you or not. It is one of the things that people look out for. And I don't think there is any politician that will invest in a candidate that wouldn't bring anything to the table. And so when they see that you bring something to the table, they would definitely make some investments in you. And I believe they have seen something in her. That is why, of course, she's not doing this with her own strength.
Yeah.
People are seeing the work she's putting in, and they are sponsoring, they are supporting her. And you see, there are some people, the sponsorship may come, but they may not let it get to the people. Akosia Menu, Akosia Menu is actually one of the people that has been like that close to people. Like the motorbikes they've shown you. I also talked about the license that she renewed for most of these young people. You know, these young Okada drivers and even...
renewed licenses?
Yes, she did it. DVLA and other people came and then they renewed licenses for people. And at times they get heckled by the security personnel you don't have alliances and all that. And I think that doing this for the young man will help the young man to go to work without thinking that a policeman will stop me and I wouldn't have anything to show for it. And this is what we are talking about, giving back to the community, ensuring that especially young ladies are given the needed attention. I made mention of the fact that she has given young females and even market women money to get into business. And a lot of young ladies, I remember when I went there, she's doing all that. She's doing all that.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. That is what I'm saying, that if they give to you and you account, and people see the work you are doing, people are seeing that you are actually making the ordinary Ghanaian enjoy the very thing they are giving to you to give to them, they will give you more.
So now she's actually she's doing capital intensive projects in the area. She's doing she's renewing licenses. She's distributing motorbikes. She is, I think there's another health screening.
Yes.
And all that.
Yes.
Is she getting local sponsorship or international sponsorship?
Okay, so I cannot tell where her sponsorship is coming from, but is that she has people that are supporting her. And
the other politicians.
Yes, of course. And you know, she has been with the First Lady for a very long time. She has worked in her office for a very long time. And I think that this is what mentoring is all about. If you mentor a politician and you invest in that politician, what you are doing is that you are giving hope to other people that are under that particular politician. And you see that Akosua Menu doesn't only take these opportunities and keep them to herself, stretches it out. She gives it to the very vulnerable in the society. She includes everybody. I remember when I went last Friday, I saw the other young man that contested along with her during the primaries, and I was excited. This is how politics should be. It should be about development. It should be about strengthening each other to ensure that your constituents are well taken care of. And Akosua Menu is doing is doing all that and even more and even more.
I see.
So Akosua, good morning, and I wish you all the best. I know you will come up out. Yes, I forgot. I took a bolt to the program, and the boat driver was saying that, oh, Obana, oh, Obefa. I got so excited, and I gave the taxi driver and the boat driver.
Quite a difficult place anyway.
Yes,
so,
yes.
I mean,
so I took the guy, and I said, for saying this, I'm so excited. Take this for your lunch. And he was like, hey, madam, that's my big sister. No, it's not. No, I just got excited. No, he said it
so you
himself.
just gifted the young man because he said Obana.
Yeah, I didn't give him money to get him to say that. He said that before I rewarded him. And I said, for saying this, take this for your lunch. It's just...
Anyway, Akosua Menu, good morning. All the best. More grease to your elbow. Anyway, so I just want to put this across maybe before I continue the program. For some time now, there's a young lady who is a friend of mine on social media. I have never met her personally. She actually contacted me, and she told me about a situation of a brother of hers that is going through a kidney problem. So I think once in a while I'll support financially. And, you know, it's difficult for everybody, but you know, the kidney patients, you know how the situation really is. Sometimes they will have to go for dialysis, and the amount they have to pay, sometimes that's very, you know, paltry amount, but they can't even, because it's regular, you know. So once in a while we support. And unfortunately, just yesterday, the lady came to me to tell me that, and surprisingly, she said it gladly, because the family had gone through a lot by taking care of this young man, very young man. I don't think he's even 40 yet, and he's passed from kidney. Yeah, and I decided to actually see this. In fact, I offered to attend the funeral, but the lady was even talking me out of it, that the way it happened, the family just wants to do something small. So I'm sure it's just going to be a fun. His name is, I'm not going to mention the other name. May God, and that's just to let people know that the kidney problem is real. I cannot really understand how the youngsters are struggling with kidney today, even than the aged. Aged will probably want to equate it or associate it to age brackets and stuff like that, and you know, old age crisis, sort of. But these days, babies, children, young men, the working class are the ones that are really, really struggling today. So please take your lifestyle activity seriously. What you eat, in fact, what you take inside you is more important than what you even put on the body. What you take inside you, it's the inside that is very, very, very important. And today that we're talking about galamsey, you know, matters, the water, the food, especially those of you that like junk food. A lot of you like junk a lot. I don't know. When I say to people that I don't like junk food, they get surprised. I'm not the type. I eat like pizza, I think once every 6 months. Yes. And even that, just small for indiscipline's sake. You know, for shaggy reasons. I will really not waste my time and money on pizza and fried rice and things like no. But unfortunately, even the local foods that we want to eat today, when you're eating, you're not sure. All our researchers are telling us that our foods and waters have been polluted. Even the salads that we thought were good are now very risky. So you really don't know what you're eating. But take your lives importantly and take serious notes and look at what you eat into your system. That's just a message that I wanted to give people. I don't know if you want to add a word on, you know, kidney situations today. One or two. Louisa.
Before I talk about the kidney issues,
don't go political.
I'm not going political.
No, you talk about it.
But then before I forget,
first. Louisa, life first.
Okay, if you say so. But I don't want to forget. Let me write it down.
Write it down. You have a pen. Take my pen.
Because lies are very deadly.
Okay.
So on the issue of the kidney, I believe that as a nation, how we cushion people who have these issues that are very dire to their health should be taken very seriously. And then I saw that as part of the celebration for NHIS anniversary and HIE, the authorities' anniversary, they set to do a corporate social responsibility that will pay the dialysis fee for some persons. So I'm wondering if he falls within the age bracket where they are supposed to be on dialysis for free, because they announced they are going to do the exercise from that time to the end of the year. So why are our brothers and sisters who have these medical issues still struggling to raise money for their health conditions? And sadly, I pray that nobody goes through these kind of issues. Some years back, we were told lifestyle. So don't smoke, don't drink too much, don't do that. But as you rightfully said, children who are even 3 years, 12 years, are having these issues. So I think that as a people, instead of investing too much into solving the problem, we should equally invest so much into the preventive measures as well.
So I actually recently had an interview with the NHIA boss, and he hammered a lot more on preventive, because that's what I think the system has identified, that we have to do more preventive than just curative. Yeah. That's where we are wasting a lot of money. But if we work a lot more on preventive, it will save us the trouble of having to spend so much in curing diseases we don't even know where they are coming from. I think he mentioned something along the lines of us doing maybe a celebration. You know, like today we do Friday wear. Maybe there's going to come a time where Ghanaians will be doing no meat day. Something like a no meat day, and then something like I think no meat day and vegetables day or something of that. Yeah, he mentioned He mentioned a policy of that nature that the NHRA is looking to introducing. So some of these things, I think, or some of our leaders are thinking along those lines.
Yeah, so the preventive measures are the way to go. And then for me, I also believe that some people travel all the way from some areas just to go to either Kolebu or Konfanoche, because the private hospitals that offer these services, their prices are kind of different from the government hospitals. So as part of the ways to make our health system work better for our people, we should have these modernized hospitals like the ties we have for the University of Ghana Medical Hospital, the facelifts we've given to RIDGE, and then the Bank of Ghana Hospital, amongst others, should be spread across the country to make Ghana a health hub so that everybody can access healthcare right from where they are. Because the majority of these people, by the time they move from their area to Accra, when they come, they also have to lodge. So they usually have caretakers. So they are paying for themselves and their caretaker. So the little they have been already spent on the accommodation and taking care of their little needs. So affording the dialysis in itself is becoming challenging. And I pray that the NHI reviews the age bracket with which they are given the corporate social responsibility to. Because I think the children and then those after 60 or so are getting all their sessions for free. That is what they announced earlier. And those within the working class are getting, I think, about 2 or 3 sessions. But the sad reality is that the people who are within the working class are the people who are overly burdened and need more of that cushioning. Because if a man who is a husband with a wife and kids, and the breadwinner of the family is undergoing kidney issues and has to go through dialysis, already the income he is getting is supposed to take care of the household, the wife and the children. So the burden of not even being able to go out there and work as you are supposed to is pressuring his organs as well. Because at the end of the day, you have to force yourself to go out. Be the man of the house, go and work. So sometimes the money you would have to use for dialysis, you sacrifice it for the caretaking of the family. So they should look at the corporate social responsibility issues very well and factor these people more. So if they could also get the free sessions, would be a step in the right direction. And then the measures that we have to put in place for the preventive action too. I think as a people, we would have to do that. As President Mahama has already said, that there will be a dedicated source of funding for issues relating to renal. So we are looking at the preventive measures. It will be an all year round, a daily something. And then I'm happy that when we came, we are wearing pink as a Pink October month on the awareness of breast cancer issues for women. President Mahama has promised that, a majority of our women do not, as a matter of going to look for their daily births, do not find time to even go to the hospital for screening. Some only get screening when around this political season, some parliamentary candidates are doing health screening and they just go there to check. But as part of the measures to curb all these menace of deadly diseases, cancer and the likes, President Mahama is saying that to make women who are more vulnerable to these breast cancer issues, that the core places they go to for a majority of Ghanaian women is the market. So as part of the market enhancement program, he is going to add a health facility to new markets that will be built, and the big market facilities too will have a facelift to get that added on. So that when you are in the market, right in the market, if you get a little chance and no one is buying anything, you can quickly dash to the health facility in the market space and get your breast checked. And the screening is going to be free for women, so that at the end of the day, we can protect ourselves, because early detection really saves our lives. So these are, I think, the preventive measures. Government should invest more in that, because every single life matters.
Right. Tabitha, you want to add a few words, just about 2 minutes?
Yes, I think was it yesterday, I saw a news item where it was made public that government will be absorbing the treatment for breast cancer. And early detection, screening, diagnosis, everything plus treatment, government is absorbing it. You see, when you look at this particular MPP this particular government that we are enjoying under the Nana Addo Dankwa and Bawumia, you realize that, look, this government is on top of its game. We've been talking...
Not necessarily.
No,
I know. I'm saying why. Not necessarily because almost every time government kicks in a solution after the fact, after things have happened, after people have died, and then we start shouting before government. And a typical example is what happened at the renal unit at Korle Bu. Yes. Very avoidable.
Very avoidable, that is true. But you see, you remember where we are coming from and where we are going. Governments cannot just absorb everything, but they have to do it what? One step at a time. They take one thing at a time. If not, if they lump everything up, I tell you that our health system will break down. And so, I don't think that it is, of course, it can be prevented, that is true, but the most important thing is that at the time government is able to take up that responsibility, or it finds itself able to have that economic strength to handle it, I think, and they do it, I think that is the right thing to do. Don't just put it on paper that this particular treatment is free. Then people go but cannot have access to that because you are not well prepared. You don't have the resources to take that particular sickness at that time. And this is the time government thinks that it is ready to take up the breast cancer issue. Breast cancer has always been with us. I can tell you for a fact that growing up, I saw some breast cancer cases that locally they handled it as though it was just a boil and she died. But a lot of people, because of lack of scientific equipment to make diagnosis, they just go like, oh, she had a boil and then she died, not knowing it was breast cancer. And so this is the time government is saying that, look, we are making breast cancer screening free, we are making the diagnosis for breast cancer free, and we are also going to make the treatment free. And so if you are a card-bearing member, or you have the NHIS card and you go, you can have access to this particular treatment. And I have always said that this particular government has thought about women and their welfare. And if you look at one of the diseases that women battle with, it has to do with breast cancer. You look, I can tell you that a lot of women get abandoned during pregnancy. If only a lot of women can talk, they will tell you that the time they get abandoned is when they are pregnant. Because you get pregnant, your hormones are everywhere, your husband doesn't even understand you. That is if you are lucky and you are married. But if you are not married, the man may just go into hiding and you wouldn't see him. And it took this government to say, look, let's make maternal health care free. So that the stress the woman is going through as a result of being pregnant, she shouldn't add an additional stress of having to be the one to make payments before she gets...
Is that policy effective?
It's effective.
Are you sure?
I am very sure. I had 2 children under that policy, and so I can speak to it. That even my health insurance card was dead, but immediately they established that I was pregnant, automatically I was taken care of. They renewed it instantly, and they started giving me medical attention.
You speak as though everything is rosy.
No, I am saying what I have experienced.
Maybe it's because it's Tabitha.
No, it's not because it's Tabitha. It's because I had that particular treatment when I was in Bolga, and this is a fact.
Yeah, because we also have
my last birth was in 2019.
Yeah, but we also have people who have had very bad experiences at the hospital. I don't have the permission to put some issues out, or some names out. But I mean, it's not the same with other people.
Yes, I'm happy you said it's not the same, because I remember during Kofo's time, it was free, all through, even surgery, everything. Then a certain government came, and free maternal health care never became the same again. And that is the problem with continuity. Sorry, I don't know what. Yes, that is it. If you don't continue something, or if you are not the person to start a certain initiative, it becomes difficult to be able to handle it through. And so there is evidence to the fact that maternal health care struggled a lot. Free maternal health care struggled a lot under the watch of the NDC. And when we came, we have to battle it again and take it to where it is now. And so I'm not saying that it has been smooth throughout. No, at a particular point in time, it became a problem.
Okay.
And that was because the NDC took over and couldn't handle free maternal health care properly.
Okay.
And we have to come back again and start it all over again. That is why it is important that Ghanaians vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because we are the only people who can continue with policies that we have established, because we know how we implemented it. And when it comes to the history of Ghana and the history of political parties and how they've been able to successfully implement policies, you can never take away the MPP. We have successfully implemented a lot of policies. The free senior high school policy is our brainchild. Free maternal health care is our brainchild. Free health care is our brainchild. Even though at a point they wanted to struggle and take it out from us, which we already killed that particular propaganda. And all Ghanaians are aware that it took the government of the former president, Kufuor, to establish, free healthcare. And so when it comes to policies, we have that track record. And they can believe us when we say we can do more and we can even make it better.
Okay.
We have added free cancer treatment. Apart from the dialysis, we have also added free cancer treatment. And I think that the Ghana government or the MPP as a political party has outdone themselves. Though they can do more, which I believe they can still do more, but I think so far they have done so well.
Outdone themselves?
Yes, they have.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Okay, all right. Okay, there's another social issue that I want to raise before we get into the issue of the Galamsey matters, but you wanted to make some responses before, so let me allow you. 2 minutes. Louisa, 2 minutes.
This morning, facts are facts. Facts are sacred. No amount of shouting, no amount of overly partisan politics can change what is factual and what has been documented by news portals. So I do not want to say things so it looks as if I am the one talking on the issue because it's my political party. But I want to read from a news portal, Graphic Online, which has a non-biased brand attached to their outfit. So now this morning, falsehoods have been peddled on this platform that says that President Mahama didn't do anything in the northern region. This is just the tip of the iceberg of the things that Graphic Online published just this July 31st, 2024 at exactly 9:57 a.m. just because the MPP have over the period been spilling these lies. So it says that President Mahama's track record, it starts from the Tamale Airport, facelift, making it an international airport, where for the first time in history, people who are going on a pilgrimage to Hajj did not have to come all the way to Accra to get stranded, but they were able to go to Hajj right from the Tamale Airport. And then we have the Tamale Teaching Hospital, Phase 2. The construction of the northern stretch of the Eastern Corridor Road from Nakpaili to Bimbila to Yendi, all the way to Gushegu. The people who are watching us this morning can attest to that fact. And then, if you move on, there is a 147.5 kilometer road from Sola, Damango, Fofoso in the Savannah region. The Gambaga College of Nursing in the Northeast region. The rehabilitation and expansion of the Upper East Regional Hospital, Bogatanga. The first phase of the Tamni Dam and the Boko Town Water System. The Upper West Regional Hospital, the Wa Water System, the Nandom and Tumo Midwifery Colleges, as well as the Laura and Wa Nurses Training Colleges, and the several secondary schools, the CHIP compounds and rural electrification extensions that were done. Even now that he is not president, before we even did primaries, that he even got a wind that he could win a second time and run on the ticket of the NDC, his wife had the Lodines Foundation that was building a maternity ward in Bole, which is in the Savannah region. Is the Savannah region in the west? Is it not in the northern region? President Mahama as an individual owns farms because he's a farmer in the northern region. And on his farm, all the mechanized equipment on his farm can be borrowed by farmers around to work on their farms. This is what we call a leader who gives development even during the time when there are no cameras for elections. This is what President Mahama has been doing. They have been borrowing his mechanized equipment to work. Yes,
I see.
He's opening his doors because what he wants is to make that place an agriculture hub. So if he has a farm that has all these equipment on there, why can't other people borrow it and use it for their benefit? Around the time that he was doing all of that, the NDC had not even conducted any presidential primaries where he knew he was even going to win to become the next presidential candidate on the ticket of the NDC. So that is what leadership is. Please, before we come here and peddle any falsehood, let's make fact check the name of the game so that at least we have a sane conversation. Because the people listening to us can actually discern and they know the projects that President Mahama has done. So if you say that there is a zero any project that President Mahama has done, is a falsehood. Dr. Bawumia has been a vice president for how many years? 8 years now. The same Dr. Bawumia tells us that he has executed 32 or 33 policies under the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government, but he couldn't implement those same policies in the region where he comes from, Northeast region. When I mentioned the projects that President Mahama has done, the Savannah region got a fair share of it, and that is the home of President Mahama. He is from Bole. So this morning, if you have a failed candidate whom you know has no track record in his region and can boast of it, let's not make the conversation cited around issues that lack fact-checking and are not factual. So this is what I wanted to correct, Annie.
Thank you.
Before we move on.
Let me just quickly put you through this as you have the opportunity to comment on this matter. So over the weekend, we had a very sad incident, strange, confusing, about Salif Omarko's son. And we had to actually do a check and be sure that indeed the boy is his son. You know, involved in a very strange crash. I don't know, yeah, we've been having very strange accidents in the country. Some claim 100 lives and stuff like that. But this one, to me, in my opinion, was super strange. So we have a few videos of it, just in case you didn't see the accident. There's a CCTV footage of how the crash happened. And thanks to the Ghana police, I think we were getting somewhere when it comes to CCTV footages and stuff like that. So we got the CCTV footage and some of the videos that were from eyewitnesses at the scene where the accident occurred. So let's go through that and then we'll come back into the studio.
You ready? Hey, Charlie! Charlie! Hey! Fire service! Oh, fire service! Fire service! Fire service! Where he back? Oh, ready? Oh, fire tour! Fire tour! Fire tour! Fire tour! Fire tour! Fire tour! There be nothing here. There be nothing. Oh. Hey! Oh, ready? Hey, Charlie. Oh, wait, Chile. Oh, wait, oh, wait, back. Oh, Anyway, light. Moya very careful. Power. Moya very careful. That's what she say. You ready? Hey, Charlie! Charlie! Hey! Fire service! Fire service!
All right, so that quite a devastating situation, and some parts of the video had to be blurred. We apologize for that because that is not for everybody to be able to watch such scenes, and so we blurred it. And I'm sure we'll get some more of the videos later. But the Daily Guide captured it. Says a devastating car accident at the East Legon has claimed the lives of 2 individuals, leaving the nation in shock and mourning. The accident, which reportedly occurred around 6 p.m. on Saturday, happened when 2 vehicles, 4X4 Acura and Jaguar, collided at the upscale neighborhood, resulting in the catastrophic fire that engulfed both cars. Every eyewitness has described the scene as apocalyptic, with flames engulfing the wreckage and terrified screams echoing through the evening. The victims, yet to be identified, were trapped inside the burning vehicles and unable to escape. Despite the valiant effort of emergency respondents, the inferno proved too intense and 2 occupants succumbed to their injuries, which means they passed. Well, some of the pictures that we're able to identify, I think we have them. Can we see the pictures of the deceased? I think we have some 2 ladies. I should think that a woman and a daughter, because we're yet to have official. So this is Salif Omako and his son. That's the boy, apparently, who was driving the car and alleged to be 16 years old. 16 years old, we're told. And that these are the 2 persons that we're told couldn't make it. They succumbed to the inferno. All right, this is a picture that was taken before the crash, I'm told. So yeah, that's what happened. Everybody was just in shock. Avoidable, yes. Spiritual, I don't know. 16-year-old boy, punishable, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you know. I think you guys are frozen, right? Yeah. Did you see the CCTV footage?
The speed got me scared.
Yes.
What is happening? I think this morning we would want to say, send our condolences to the bereaved family. Oh. And then we pray that they get the heart to go through these trying times. Our heart goes out to them. But then again, looking at the age of the boy, 16 years, who drove a vehicle. I don't know if he owns the vehicle or is for his parents.
His father, we're told. And all of that are just reports, bits and pieces of reports coming in, yes. We're told that the elder brother was celebrating the birthday Saturday, so he was sent, I don't know where, and that happened. So there are even now videos coming out of the birthday party. People are now sharing the videos of the brother's birthday party where the father was there with the friends and the boys' friends and some media people. I mean, I saw quite a lot of people. I can identify their faces and all that. So it was quite a big celebration, and that happened.
So I believe that there are 2 ways I would want to speak on to the issue. The first off is that when the CCTV footage was being played, I didn't see anywhere there was a signage for the speed limit of the area. So I believe that the Highways Authority should make it a point to put speed limits even in residential areas, using this incident as a case study. So that everybody who is plying the road will know that this is the speed limit for this area, this residential area. They abide by it. There's no excuse for
in some areas, when issues like this, of this nature happens, they even put, road safety authorities will put, 3 people died here.
Yes.
You see notices like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then on the path of parenting, I believe that it is very good to have the money and the luxury. Because while we are all here even talking this early morning, when others are relaxing, it is all because it is a career path we have chosen. And everybody is working so they become comfortable in their lives. But if there is luxury that you give to your kids, I believe that we as a people should look at how we give our children too many liberties, in that they even affect our laws and regulations. Because at that tender age, I don't think he owns a driver's license. So moving forward, our parenting, we should also check that what the law says should be. Please let us take that enjoyment of a luxury life aside and make sure that we enforce the laws and regulations in our various homes. Because our children, in as much as they may be grown ups and can reason for themselves, one thing I was asking myself when I saw the video was that when I started driving, one thing I was told in the house is that if you encounter even any issues where your brake fails, you should calculate the extent of damage that is going to happen. So you look to your left, to your right, to your front, and then you see, are there any human lives that will be lost? So you calculate the extent of your damage, and then you choose the lesser evil. So in this
fact,
case,
when I was being taught how to drive, I was told that always do defensive driving in Ghana. Whatever that meant, it's defensive. So you might be on the road and you think that, oh, you are right, you're in the right of way. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anybody, doing irresponsible driving can just, get you caught up in a very unnecessary.
So I think a mature person could have handled it in a different way. So we should look at how we put our kids on the roads. And then again, as I indicated earlier, the signage and all of that. But I am not able to speak because I feel sad, and I'm putting myself in the shoes of the people who have lost their family members. For all you know, these are people who are the source of livelihoods in their families. I have always been from a family where these things happen, and then you lose the breadwinner, and you have to struggle and put yourself out there and struggle for resources. There's competition here and there amongst the people of your household. So this morning, I wouldn't want to delve too much into what should have, what we could have avoided, or what is not. What has happened has happened. So we should take measures so that it doesn't happen in the future. So the Highways Authority should please do as the honest and put a signage there telling us the speed limits in various residential areas. And then the road safety people too. I believe that from time to time, I think I saw one signage on my way to the Western region where they tell you that driving and drinking, or driving when drunk, driving when on a call, these number of people have died on this road. Ghana needs you alive, so go and come back safely. So I believe that if we have most of these on our highways,
I think those
and the residential, that's where my focus is at. Yes, so that we, if ignorance cannot be an excuse, you do not know the speed limit, but when you see the signage, you know that this place I'm supposed to go at 20 or at 30 because it's a residential area, so that we can all live peacefully in a nation where laws and regulations are highly abided by.
Yeah. In fact, I got traumatized after seeing the whole thing. I think the Ghana Fire Service, their PRO did a live streaming of the whole rescue mission that they did. Quick observations, I realized that people that were around were very supportive. You could hear them shout that, call the fire service, and of course, somebody called the fire service. I saw that the police people were there to ensure there was law and order. And the fire service people were also able to retrieve the charred bodies. Honestly, when they picked out the body and laid it on the white cloth, I couldn't eat. The food I ate, I didn't chew meat because of the trauma. But I was asking myself questions that, is it professional for them to have brought all those videos out? I don't know. Maybe they should check it. I don't know if it is professional for them to go live. The whole thing was traumatizing, and I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is it professional? I'm asking questions. I'm also asking questions. If it is not, then I think they shouldn't do that, because the family, in fact, my heart goes out to the family. I saw that they brought out a girl that was half naked.
Yeah, I was even in this video.
Yes.
Apologies for that video anyway.
Yes, and honestly, I was thinking we'll be avoiding this thing today, but we just have to face it again.
And you know, the truth is that sometimes when incidents of this nature happens, they become a case study.
Yes.
So you can't even avoid, you can't pretend you haven't seen it.
Yes.
You have to be on the right side of history. Be a contributing voice to opinion and policy shaping, you know. Because for the life of me, I couldn't understand why someone will be driving at that top speed
in such
residential area. It's crazy. I don't know, as the guys call it, Digby. I don't know if that's what was happening to the boy. Driving your father's car and feeling on top of the world. I mean, what exactly was happening to you? Are you, like, was he intoxicated? Maybe coming from a party?
Those were some of the things that were coming to me.
Are you okay?
It's a party, for all you know. We are only making assumptions on this platform.
And in this case, I just want to make this clear. Like, let's not make this a Sally Fuamwakun situation and play with it, because we are going to follow up through.
Yes.
That boy has just eliminated the family.
What about Lil Wayne, the case where he killed a small boy? What happened?
Well, I haven't followed up on that one. I want to believe that he's still in court on that case.
Yeah.
You know, because the last time I saw that, the update of that story was when he went in that collar, and even the collar was turned upside down.
Yes, it was. You know,
people were laughing at him. I mean,
he made mockery of the whole thing.
Did you asking questions. Did you see his video before that accident?
Yes, I saw.
Thank you.
I saw everything.
Thank you.
So
I always tell people that you can never separate the spirit from the carnal.
Yes.
Or your spirit is always moving with the carnal. So the things you say, be careful.
Yes.
And the fact that maybe we sit here and do things like that, don't think that we are not spiritual. We are. You know, we are very.
Yes.
The things you say, I even shared that video that if you actually utter these words have come after you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, my heart goes out to the family, especially to the bereaved family. And I ask myself questions. The prophet of God cannot say that he or she is beyond whatever can happen to an ordinary person who doesn't even know God. Anything can happen to you, whether you know God or you don't know God. And I always use Job as an example. And I say that if you are a person who has never experienced struggles in life, then you haven't seen anything that has to do with life. Because you need to hit rock bottom, rise up, then know whether God created you to come and add something to this earth or just to live. Those who come to add something on earth will also have very hard tribulations coming to them. And so my heart goes out to the prophet of God. I don't know if he's a prophet. I am a Church of Christ member. I don't believe in prophets. But of course, I know people.
Church of Christ members don't believe in
No,
prophets.
we don't believe that today
Okay.
there are prophets. We don't believe that.
Oh, okay.
I hold a strong opinion. So, and of course, people can see things. People are inspired to know and understand things in the spiritual realms. But I don't believe they are prophets, because the prophets of old and today's prophets, they are two different individuals.
Why? Because you don't believe them?
Not because I don't believe them.
But God is still in the miracle
because
business.
of their inconsistency. They are not consistent.
Yeah,
Today,
but
they
the
are
prophets
here.
of the old
Tomorrow,
were not consistent either. I mean, there are things you can also mention that will point to the fact that they were not consistent.
most of them were not materialistic.
Hey, but that time the materials there.
They were there.
Do you know?
They were there. Some were living in the desert. They didn't even live among people.
Well,
yeah,
that's
you
your
know,
comparison.
it's actually a cross to be a prophet.
Okay, let's not go into that area.
Yes.
Let's not
So
go. But-
my heart
but,
goes
I
out
mean,
to him.
The truth is that I have a friend who traveled to US 3 weeks ago, and guess why he went? Someone, I should think his son, used his car and got involved in an accident. The person was summoned to court. He's in Ghana, but he has to go to court and answer questions.
Yes.
Not the son, no.
Yes.
He, the owner of the car.
Yes.
So once you have your license and documents and
Everything
your names
in your
are
name,
you are in
you'll be
trouble.
held
Not the one
responsible.
exactly. I don't know what our road regulations say in that area, so probably we'll have to check.
Yes.
But if that's what it is, then maybe Sally Pharmaco should be ready for that.
No,
That's if the car
it's
registered
they will
in his
be
name.
asked to come and
Yeah.
answer questions.
Why a
Who was in
16-year-old
charge
will be driving
of,
that
yes,
car?
driving out? Who was somebody who opened the door for, like, a lot of questions. And another thing, was he under the influence of any substance? These are reasonable questions that you can
At
raise.
this point, we don't even care about that. He's 16. He's not supposed to be driving. That's
And
it.
even yes, and so if
So
even
we don't
found-
even want to look at it
Other
being
things.
no. He's not supposed to be driving. Who owns the car? Why did he use a car?
I want. It's sorry. It's a damaged case. There's nothing we can really do,
Yeah.
and the boy may just have to go through what he's supposed to go through. Maybe this is what is also cut out for him in this life.
Sad.
I wish him the best. I heard he's still under admission because they were taken to the hospital. I don't know how far they are also doing. I wish that they come out of it unhurt.
Yeah.
But let's let the laws of the land work, because people have lost loved ones. You can never replace this.
Yeah.
Nothing can replace what they have lost. And so my heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to the prophet. And I wish the two people that are also hospitalized a speedy recovery. But let's let the laws of the land work. I think that is what I have to say.
We hope so. Right. So those of you who are moving your parents' car and you think that, oh, we are not going far, we're just here and all that, you know what has happened. It just happened within the neighborhood. So it can happen anytime. Accidents are accidents. Sometimes the shocking thing is how it happens in a split seconds and everything goes wrong. So let's take a breather. When we come back, we'll get into the area of elections. Campaigns are happening. There was a clash within NPP and NDC. We're told that 9 people were injured. The police has released a statement on that. Now, also on the development of Galamsey, government says that it has released task forces to get into the area, the military to be precise, and they are now in the jungles arresting people. We're told that some 20 people have been arrested already. We'll be looking at all the updates. Is this a 9-day wonder, or we're really, really, really serious about it? We'll be back shortly.
She's coming. She's coming!
Oh, it's in.
Madam Recito! Boss, let's go back. Here, take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming! Oh.
Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
Experience the enhanced protection of Star Motor Third Party Extra from Star Assurance, an enhanced motor third party insurance policy that provides cover for loss or damage to your vehicle's windscreens, side mirrors, back glass, and other glass components. Whether it's a crack or major damage, you can drive with the assurance that your vehicle is well protected. Our commitment to you includes affordable coverage options and a claims process that is both fast and straightforward, so you spend less time dealing with paperwork and more time on the road. Also, we have proudly partnered with Hope for Little Lives, an organization dedicated to supporting children in need. By choosing Star Motor Third Party Extra, you're protecting your vehicle and making a positive impact. Every policy you buy helps bring joy and support to children in underserved communities. Reach out to us now on our toll-free numbers 0800-177-177 or 0302-245-906 to sign up. Let us help you drive with peace of mind and purpose. Star Motor Third Party Extra. Drive with confidence, give back with heart.
Star Assurance, your solid partner.
Choose the perfect prize for you every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes, all to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Ghana's biggest housing event, the Mikasa Home and Property Fair, is here. Whether you're looking to buy an elegant house, a cozy apartment, a home in a luxurious estate, or genuine land, come and meet over 50 top developers, home loan specialists, home improvement specialists, and get personalized expert advice on your home ownership journey. Also, join in informative and stimulating seminars with industry experts and get the chance to network all for free. And oh, there will be so much play and fun for the children at our Children's Arena. Date, 2nd and 3rd November 2024. Venue, Movenpick Ambassador Hotel. Time, 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. each day. Attendance is absolutely free. Headline sponsor, Gold Key Properties. Platinum sponsor, Clifton Homes. Media partner, City FM and Channel 1 TV. To exhibit at the fair, contact us on 050-168-0737 or info@mikasa.com. Mikasa.com, Ghana's #1 property website.
In a fast-growing urban environment like Accra, safety is as important as the air that we breathe. Hear the real stories from those who now feel safe like never before with Response One.
One night, I heard the glass shattering. Armed robbers had broken in. Before I could react, the alarm blared and the lights flashed, and Response One was already on their way. Within minutes, the security was at my door and the armed robbers had fled. I never want to be that scared again. And now I know with Response One, I never will.
Don't wait for tragedy to strike. Protect your home with Response One's monitored alarm system and our theft protection guarantee. Immediate response, real protection. Response One, stay connected, stay protected.
All be lie.
Thank you, boss. See you next week. Yo, where is my passport? Where is my passport? Yo, man, I want to rob.
What is that about?
And then special.
Give me my passport. You made me pay for express for 24 hours and yet it's not in.
You told me that you are telling me this. What's going on? Hello.
This man here has taken my money. That within 24 hours he will do my passport for me.
Oh, don't tell me that applies to me. He told me last night. He's telling me this week. That's what they do. Yeah. Oh, madam. Please relax. I'll get for you in 24 hours. Hey, Guru man. So you never change? Eh? You get passport for someone within 24 hours, Madam Obwa. See, the normal working hours is 9 to 5. Eh? Not 24 hours. I'm fat. You guys have made a very big mistake by trusting these people. Now, through digitalization, passport application has been made so easy. Now, you don't need to stress yourself and join any long queue for your passport. All you have to do is to log on to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website and begin your application by buying a passport application voucher online. Simple and easy. And very soon, all you need to get your passport will be your Ghana card. What is it true? Obisa.
It is possible. Assure vote number 1 on the ballot.
Cratchy, unemu bua unkoisha Dr. Ban uye denwa.
Oh, Mr. Yamfan come and me buruwa. Mami go buru. Don't ya tell me ko bra. Mumi Yamfan ko Dr. Ban ho. Dr. Ban o ya de. Bra, se ban no mpemu adwuma sasabro fro Dr. Ban oye.
Say ni kemi kwa na meka. Oh no mpemu nimdi ono na ye expert nya zanfo no. O akra any Kumasi no mpemu expert yen kan kire.
Hello, my name is Roland Walker. I'm here at Coastal Park. It's one of the many courts belonging to estate masters, and they are into service plots, property management, and luxury homes. And just in case you want to make that decision to invest into a landed property, estate masters is the right choice to make. If it is from an indenture, a site plan, you want it also barcoded, all is available. You might have heard about Chopoli. It's where we have the next cottage of estate masters. It is not only one of the thriving, but the most inviting landed property sites for you also to invest in. We encourage you, do invest in the next cottage at Chopoli. It is just close to the yet to be demarcated airport. That also will be a valuable property for you to invest in.
How can we solve the unemployment crisis in Ghana? Yes, Massa.
By using formula 133.
Can you expatiate?
Say, this simply means 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. That is the Mahama 24-hour economy policy. Under this policy, businesses will be given tax incentives, cheaper electricity, financial support, and security support services to encourage them to work 24/7 by adopting 3 work shifts of 8 hours each. This will triple job opportunities in the country. This policy will boost production, increase productivity, and generate well-paying jobs in all participating businesses and public organizations.
Excellent. The 24-hour policy will be a game changer.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Welcome back. I'm still in the studio with Tabitha Apianyene Ayila and also Louisa Kwache, both MPP and NDC. Now, let me just remind you that Betway, you're guaranteed of more chances to play. Pick your prizes and lets you choose your preference promotion to make a perfect sports bet every week, from payouts, boost to cash back. Plus, you also stand a chance to choose your own prize from vouchers, electronics, and grand prize of airline tickets. Visit betway.com to find out more. Terms and conditions apply, and it's also regulated by the Gaming Commission. Betway, play responsibly. Lift and elevator is also still on the market. It comes with best American portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators, and it's also available for you to install just within 3 days, and you can have the installation done for you. It comes in custom-made modules, and that also can be fitted with chairs. So wheelchairs can be fitted in it just in case you want to sit once you're using the elevator. So Lift and Elevator is also located at Sakumono. Call them on 0200-535-515 or send them an email to elevators@gmail.com for your consultations and best solutions. Elizabeth Amayanka says that, Annie, I agree with Tabitha on this. Ghana National Fire Service, PRO, was wrong to live stream the rescue efforts from the accident scene. All right. I actually even didn't see the live streaming. But Annie, why is Tabitha speaking as if we live in some magical world that everything is free? Please tell her there's a difference between a slogan and a reality. And you find out if there is anything like free maternal care from some women in local communities. The speed at which they chant free slogans is sickening. When you talk about corruption, they run away. Chris from Shaliboche sends that in. Mansa Musa says that to make driving safer, 3 institutions must wake up and get their acts together. These institutions are DVLA, Transport Police, insurance companies. And I drove in Ghana for over 10 years before I arrived in the UK, when I decided to get my UK driver's license, and I failed 4 times. It was on the 5th time that I passed. In Europe, the emphasis is on safety, 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 more safety. It's almost impossible to bribe a driving examiner. And so if you pass your test, it means that you know your stuff. Equally, it's impossible to drive a police officer to overlook a driving officer. Okay. So this one also says that, good morning, Annie. I think Revo song, and she should stop singing it. We should stop immediately. So how can we sing this song without doing anything? Look at what happened, our own stronghold, and yet these people were there to come and scatter us. Every day we say we will face them. Well, we'll trouble them, we'll face them. We should stop singing that song, Revo Revo. Okay, we're not ready. Carlos from Ododo Dio. Why, you disagree with him? Stop singing a Revo Revo song. Good morning, Arabia. My heart goes out to the families of the bereaved in that unfortunate accident. I am not sure if the perpetrator survived, but the 16-year-old can be held responsible as an adult for causing death. As for the parents, I am not sure what criminal liability will befall them, but I'm sure a huge civil liability will hit them. I think so. I think so too. I think so too. And regarding the incident at Nima, that resulted in the injuries to all the NDC supporters. That picture is one of the perpetrators of shooting. I hope the police has the same energy they use to arrest the perpetrators. It's not that hard. So Chumbafo sent me a picture of a guy, a young man with dreadlocks wielding a gun. I have not really authenticated the picture, so I cannot put it out, but that's what he thinks. I'm sure the police will be working on that. Good morning, Annie. And Honorable Aziz sends me a video of Reverend Salif Amako preaching. Because I am actually on air, I cannot watch it yet. So let's just hope that another time I'll try that. Are you saying that Salif Amako's son can be intoxicated? I just said, I don't know. I don't even know how you interpreted that. How can a prophet's son also serve alcohol? I don't know. I mean, everybody will have their opinions watching the video and how he was driving. Only three people will drive at that speed in a residential environment. Drunk, angry, and maybe doesn't know how to drive. It's only people who don't know how to drive that will be driving in an area like this. Drunk, 2. Angry, 3. Those are my top, Or maybe his brake. But even if your brake fails you, once you're driving at that top speed, of course, you cannot control it. So it's all about driving experience. Well, John Mahama ensured that cervical cancer was enrolled in NHIS. The free maternal program was 3 years with £45 million and was from 2008, ended in 2010. Professor Mills then directed NHIS to take up the funding of the program. My wife and I benefited from it. We had our children in 2010, 2011, and 2015 at the police hospital. All the prenatal attendants were registered at the hospital onto the NHIS. So Tabitha must know that the British support was for 3 years, and visionary Professor Mills and Mahama continued it from Seth. Oh, okay. Seth, thank you for the additional information. That would be helpful. That was helpful. All right. So the police actually said, with the clash that happened between the NPP and NDC, the Ghana Police Service has restored calm at Mamobi, a suburb of Accra, following disturbances between supporters of the New Patriotic Party NPP and the National Democratic Congress NDC in the area that resulted in the injuries of 9 persons. 7 of the injured victims have been treated and discharged. 2 are still receiving treatments at the hospital. Meanwhile, an intelligence-led operation is currently ongoing to the perpetrators, who have been identified by the police and arrested to face justice. And that's updates from Ghana, coming from the Ghana Police Service. Right. Now, on the issue of Galamsey, 3 top stories. Galamsey restoring Ghana's polluted water bodies could take 15 years. And this is by a toxicologist, a medical doctor and toxicologist. Dr. Bright Boafo Boama is of the view that it could take 10 to 15 years to fully restore Ghana's water bodies contaminated by illegal mining activities commonly known as Galamsey. Speaking on Joy News, October 12, 2024, Dr. Boama stressed that the severe environmental damage caused by the Galamsey would require intensive time and effort to restore the water bodies. He explained that the toxic chemicals, including mercury and cyanide, used in illegal mining have deeply polluted many water sources, making the restoration process both complex and lengthy. Akufo-Addo military deployment in Galamsey fight is just tricks. Franklin Kujo. So Franklin Kujo says that it has... Okay. Akufo-Addo for deploying, he's taking a swipe at the president, for deploying military personnel to clamp down on illegal mining activities locally known as Galamsey. The Imani Africa president said that government has spent millions of Ghana cedis on similar operations in its attempt to combat Galamsey, but has not yielded any positive results. The government deployed 100 armed military personnel to various water bodies in a renewed effort to combat the menace on Thursday, October 10. Now, Galamsey, Ghana will become a failed state if status remains the same. Cardinal Turkson has joined the campaign. A renowned Ghanaian clergyman and Vatican official, Peter Apia Turkson, has expressed concern over the government's inability to curb illegal mining locally known as Galamsey. Cardinal Turkson also warned that the destructive activities of Galamsey are not only devastating Ghana's forests and water bodies, but also jeopardizing the nation's economic future. All right, so let's go straight to the guests now. Louisa, I'll start with you.
We have been talking about the issues of this illegal mining affecting us in a dire way for so long now. Personally, if my memory is right, we started discussing these issues as far back as 2021. Over a period, we break and President Akufo-Addo tells us he's doing something, so we should give him the benefit of the doubt. We go back and come, and the story is not even the same, it's worse over the period. So one thing that I have seen, and I believe with what the first person you cited said,
Franklin Kujo.
I don't know if it's Franklin Kujo, yes, that's what the president is doing. It's just a shri and it will amount to nothing. I say this on authority because if power is given to you, you have the full authority. And per our constitution, the president has every power there is to cause things to change within a twinkle of an eye. So we have waited till now, how many months to elections? And from every indication, people who have a voice in government have come out boldly to tell us that they are not going to cause any change today or tomorrow, because when they did previously, they lost elections in these mining areas. So they are not going to do anything. So obviously, whatever President Akufo-Addo is doing now is for the cameras. It is just for the cameras, and there is nothing new. I was in Tarkwa over the period, this weekend, in the Western region. And on your way to the place, every water body you meet is brown. Every water body you meet is brown. And the information I got on the ground is that the people who are small-scale miners, who are legally licensed and have the experience in these mining communities who mine, they do the deep kind of mining. They go down, meters down, to do whatever they can gather and bring the load up. They don't do alluvial mining, and they don't mine in the forest reserve. What it is, I think I've mentioned on this platform the issues pertaining to the community mining policy that the MPP sought to bring to bear. So what it is that in every dispensation, there is a district assembly. And what the district chief executive or the municipal chief executive is representing there is the president, because we have decentralized government to that level. So the district chief executive is behaving as the president in every jurisdiction. So there is not a case that there is no governance or there is no power superseding these activities over there. But what the problem is that you are the person doing the illegal mining. How do you fight yourself? From the folks there, the people who are mining on the water bodies are the same people who are in power, who are supposed to make sure that things are done rightly. So if the people who are supposed to ensure...
The representatives of government, REPSEC, DISEC, and all that.
They are the people mining on the water. Because if they, that Zana miners are the people who go there to mine, they will stop at nothing to get them come to bear, because they would want to use them as an example. But because they are the people, so what it is that every time we say, they say they've gone to see shamfans that are on the river bodies. They've gone to do this, they're going to do that. How do they find their ways back onto the river bodies? Is it the locals who sees the equipment? It's not the same government machineries. So if they seize the equipment and the equipment find themselves back to the water bodies, it is an indication in itself that the people who seize the equipment are the same people who release the equipment onto the same water bodies. And one thing that I gathered from the grounds there too is that when they sought to revoke whatever ban there was on mining in the forest reserves that we have, President Akufo-Addo and his people entered these forest reserves to go and mine. So a majority of the people who are mining in our forest reserves are not the artisanal miners or the small-scale miners that we know, the people that they are forcefully arresting. But the people who are into the menace themselves is the government and party apparatchiks. It is just a policy that we were not told or documented. The policy is simple. It is party Nyaska. So moving into this election, you remember that there was a tape captured where there was a conversation between party apparatchiks and that of Frimpong Boateng. And in that tape, the person tells Frimpong Boateng that John Boadu, I came here with John Boadu, and he says that because of party Nyasika, we should allow our people to go there to mine. And you said when you go to Tarkwa and come. So it was after that period that they started mining in our forest reserves. And one thing I've always asked people on every platform I get the opportunity for the MPP to defend themselves is that if you tell me that you are doing community mining, and am I not supposed to benefit as a member in the community? After all, every company, per our knowledge in public relations, is that most companies are supposed to undertake what we call a corporate social responsibility. So if companies who are mining in these areas that are same community mining consignments, they are supposed to embark on corporate social responsibilities. But you go into these villages and what you see, some don't even have proper roads. In fact, the potholes you see there are not potholes, they are boreholes. That if a child of even 4 years falls into that hole, the child cannot raise their hand for anybody to see. They are that deep. In those places, their refuse dump is stuck. And it is breeding all sorts of diseases. In those places, they don't even have access to potable water. A common borehole is a problem. There is a town called Benso that I went to. The chief said for the past 6 months, they have not gotten any access to water because the borehole there is not working. And they just need them to change. There was a certain round thing inside the mechanized bore. If they change that thing, it is going to work well. Meanwhile, they are doing community mining there. So if the community mining belongs to the people as it is documented and the policy is supposed to be, will the chief not be in a state to work on the mechanized borehole? That is not the case. Most of the community mining consignments are done in forest reserves and they are alluvial mining. And the people in charge of these things are the same party people who are supposed to take charge of that. In one of the villages, is it Akon or something? I think I have the name correct, Akon, in the western region. The consignment there, that is the community mining, I was rightfully informed that 24% of the proceeds there goes to the district assembly, and it is being taken by the district assembly and the member of parliament. So what I asked myself is that if we are taking these monies from the community mining projects, then the people who are going to suffer the consequences of these mining activities later should be the people benefiting, and we should be providing them with different sources of water, and we should also be doing alongside reclamation services so that at least the environment becomes safe for the people while you do your mining. But that is not the case. So the question I ask is that how then do we ask governments to fight government?
Let me ask you about this, and the issue came out last week. There's a lady, Wasame, for your PC. So issues about her came up, widely spread, pictures of her in a Galamsey site. And some members have even tagged her Aisha One. That's what I'm told. That's what she's called in that area. What information have you gathered about her? I mean, and it's important that we know this, or we get a clarity on that. She sent a message last week when I was doing the show, clarifying that she's not into Galamsey activities. What's her site like? What exactly does she do?
So what I know from the information I got in her office in the area, she is a gold exporter. The Joanna is a gold exporter, and she has a company called Empire Legacy or something. I've forgotten the exact name of the company. So she buys gold and then she exports them. She pays her taxes, and GRA can rectify all these things. So her company is a gold company. So she goes to these mining companies, the small-scale artisanal miners, and buy from them legally. And then she exports them legally. So if she goes to the site of those places that I am told, what she seeks to do is that everywhere that she buys her things from, where she is in trade with the people, she tries to give some land reclamation services, so that as a business person who is visionary, at least every time we can come back and mine. So what she does is to give land reclamation services, which is a form of responsible mining to the people, so that they can sustain their mining activities.
So the picture that came out is not her mining site?
She went for an inspection when she went to engage with some of the
does she have
artisanal miners.
What's it called? Does she have a mining concession?
What I am privy to is a company that exports gold.
That buys the gold.
And she's a gold exporter.
Okay.
A net gold exporter. And I think if you Google, she's gotten a lot of global awards for the things she does. And then she's done a lot of symposiums outside Ghana. So if you Google her name, you find out her net worth and the businesses she's legally engaged in. So obviously, if I am an exporter of gold, I will not buy the gold in the metropolitan. I will go and buy the gold from where the gold is being mined.
Okay.
And she's from that area too. So if she passes by and she talks to the people to see the extent with which she can help with the land reclamation services, I don't think that warrants the tag that she has been given as Aisha One. Because if you are into the gold business, definitely you will interact with the people who are into mining.
Is she concerned about that?
She's a lot concerned. Because if you do
legal
business.
Because in your party, President Mahama has indicated that he's not going to entertain people. If you want to do your mining, go and do your mining.
President Mahama has categorically said that no appointee of his will be allowed to go and mine. They are artisanal miners, people who are skilled, who are already into mining. They are the people we are going to empower. So if you want to choose a career path in mining, you have no rights or no issue being a member of his government. Because that is the problem the NPP is fighting with, and they are not able to fight. Because government now has to fight governments, and they do not have the balls to do that. If we have to go by the people,
so in her situation, she's not an appointee, of course. She's a PC, running on the ticket of the party. So at this point, it's okay.
She is not a minor.
Okay, she's not a minor.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just wanted some clarity on that. I wish I would even get her herself. Yeah.
And then moving forward on the issues of these Galamsey issues and all of that, one thing that I got to know is that if we do not take that political element, from the fight against Galamsey, it will become an issue that we run round and round and round about it. And I am glad that even when President Mahama is not yet in power, he has given that stern warning to the members of his party that nobody who is becoming his appointee will use the power given him to now go and do illegal things that are around mining and then put the blame on his doorstep and put Ghanaians in the dire state that we are in now. What he is coming to do is to make Ghana a better place. So if you are resetting a place, you don't add on to it. That is why he made that pronounced statement. And then again, one thing that I got to know from my trip to that place is that every single thing that the MPP sought to use to combat this fight that we are talking about are the fights that they unleashed on people who are artisanal miners. When they know themselves that these people are legally mining and they are not doing alluvial or they are not mining in forest reserves. So what it is that just as they have started now, they come, they burn your excavators and you take away every equipment that you are using and they take over the site. So if they take the excavators and things from that site, one will expect that the place will become vacant and we will start the land reclamation services that we have to. But you will go back the next time and somebody is owning it and was given to the person by the government apparatus in the district.
Well, those are the information we pick from the ground.
So how then do you fight against it? That is why President Mahama is saying that if anybody needs a license to mine as a small-scale miner, we shouldn't make it an Accra-based something that everybody will now have to travel from their district and come to Accra. So the people who give out the licenses and have to do the pros and cons and the checks are in Accra. They don't go down to the places to actually see the kind of activities that people are engaging. Because, honey, mind you, one can have a license to mine legally, but the activities they are engaging in may be that's of Galamsey. Yeah. And it may not be legally right.
I always say that when we even talk about river bodies and water bodies, river bodies, and the forest reserves, we forget that even those who are not mining in the rivers and the forest reserves and have legal concessions, go and see. They are messing up the whole place. The cycle of mining, they are not ending it. Because they have taken out reclamation. None of them is doing reclamation. Today, if you go and check, you will see that all of them are mined. They move from here to here, and that's it. They don't do any exercise by reclaiming the land and doing anything of that nature. So it's not just a matter of just waters and forest reserves.
The reclamation. So President Mahama is saying that because that is an issue, you don't sit in Accra and then people mine in their various districts. That you do not even go frequently to survey and see how they are going about their activities, whether they are sticking to the laws and regulations. So we are going to decentralize the licensing. And this was captured in our youth manifesto. That was launched earlier, even before the NPP launched their manifesto. So the decentralization is saying that they are going to be at the various district and municipal levels. So if you go there for a licensing, they are with you. They do the concession and the viability test for you. They give you a place, and they are with you throughout to see that you are abiding by the regulation because you are within that catchment area. And the other thing that he is going to do is that we are going to have the Ghana Gold Board. you realize that there is a cocoa board. And what cocoa board does is that they oversee issues that are concerning our cocoa, every activity about cocoa, buying and selling, giving fertilizers, akate, education here and there, and all of that. So what the Ghana Gold Board is going to do is that it is going to make sure that regulations are followed and that we give reclamation services along the way. So what President Mahama is saying is that there is a policy under the Youth Manifesto that is themed Youth in Mining. We are going to employ the youth to do reclamation services as and when the mining activities are ongoing. So as part of the reclamation services, they are going to do the Tree for Life policy. They are going to plant trees.
Optional employment.
Yeah.
So that you can get out of
exactly.
mining
From
you don't have money, you
don't
have a job.
There's no employment.
So I'll give you a job.
Exactly.
Okay.
So at that same mining community, you are employed to do a reclamation service, Tree for Life. You are not just planting and living. You will fill the hole, plant and nurture the trees. Because most of these areas are areas where we had cocoa farms and then timber for export as well. So while we are doing youth in land reclamation services, under the Tree for Life policy, we have the Blue Water Initiative as well. So they are also going to go to work around these water bodies and ensure that every activity on there is not there, and whatever technology will be employed to make sure that the sediments land and we get our water bodies clear will also be restored. And one thing that he also says is that from my experience, I noticed that the approach he's taking is perfect. When I went there over the weekend, one thing they say is that they want to be in mining. They have the experience and they don't do the illegal kind of mining. But the funding to get the equipment to do the mining becomes a problem. So when they go in for foreign investors or other people who have the revenue to give them, the people come and they want their revenue back in a quick way. So quick, we have to do it anyhow, surface mining, alluvial mining, so that they can get the proceeds and get the monies they put into the business fast. But President Mahama is saying that if that be the case, let us take that element out. So under the Gold Board, we are going to give mechanized services and the high purchase services as well. So if you live in that catchment area in the district and then you are into mining, the equipment you can rent to go and work on your site, and you don't have to bring in any foreign investor who is going to force you to do surface mining to destroy our environment. And the high purchase equipment too. You know, now there are so many equipment and technologies that are used for mining that do not degrade our environment the way we are seeing now. And some do not even have to use mercury and all of that. So as an individual who is mining and you do not even have that large capital, because mind you, we capture that same policy under the Youth in Mining. So if you're a youth who want to get into small scale mining, the government is going to make sure that you have access to this high purchase initiative so that you get the needed equipment and not just go there and do any kind of rough surface mining that is going to destroy our environment and put us in that kind of problem. And then as part of whatever things that will be given to you, you are mandated by force to go through a training system of a land reclamation service. So while you are doing this, then you know that this activity that I am undertaking, this is what it will cost for me to reclaim my land. So you'll be guided on your way to doing all of these kind of small scale mining. So ending on this note, what I want to say is that in these mining communities, I have heard a lot of people, some people who are deputy ministers in the field natural resources say that they should vote for them, and in 3 months, they are going to make sure the water becomes clear. What I ask myself is that if 7 years, 10 months is not time enough for you to make water clear, what is 3 months? You cannot give what you do. They cannot.
It's possible.
So if it is possible that they can do it, then it is wickedness on the part of government. Because if you know how to do something that is causing dire issues to your people and their health, and you want to sit down for 8 years and wait till they vote for you again. I've always said that experience is the best teacher. If 8 years they couldn't do anything about this, 3 months is no joke. It's a non-starter. So please, on the 7th of December, while you think of how the environment have degraded, then you think about the alternative solutions that President Mahama has preferred, and it is what will make our lands and our mining activities legal and the health implications go down to relatively zero. So on the 7th of December, just choose the umbrella and vote for JDM and the parliamentary candidates.
Okay. Tabitha, I've seen these videos. Last week I got them actually on Joanna, right? Yeah. What's the point you want to make with it?
Yes. So with this mining issue, I was thinking that by now we'll be talking about the way forward instead of going back to the muddy days, because we've seen that the presidency or the president have he actually brought some interventions, which the CSOs and then I think the labor unions were in agreement, and we have even started seeing results. I think somewhere last week, the Ghana Water Company actually wrote a letter, and they were saying that the turbidity levels of the water has almost halved from what it was previously. And I think that we are seeing some respite coming in. And
the Ghana Water Company?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Last week?
Yeah,
It
last
said
week.
what?
That the turbidity levels of the water has almost halved.
It has improved?
Yeah, it's better.
How? When?
Last
Where?
week. I'm surprised you are not aware. Ghana Water Company, you can make that search. Because I think I was on GTV and that particular letter came surfaced.
Okay.
So they have actually seen some changes coming in because of the rapid response that the presidency has given to it. You know, when it comes to the fight against Galamsey, I have said this on several platforms and I will keep saying it. We are looking at the way forward. We are no longer looking at what has happened. Because when we trace back to the history of Galamsey, I think that both the NDC and the MPP will have a very ugly patch on the way. But of course, if you look at the history of Galamsey fight, you can tell that it has only been the MPP that has been able to fight Galamsey. And even with the initiatives that they have taken so far, we've seen how people are pushing back strongly against those initiatives. I remember I told somebody that, look, if you can tell me what your president did when he was, your candidate did when he was president, with Galamsey fight, you can't tell me one, because you people couldn't fight it. Because we've also seen videos of Professor Evans Mills talking about Galamsey. We've seen the documentary.
I'm so sorry, October 4.
Yes.
Story by James Amu Jr. Ghana Water Company Limited has significantly improved the water quality at Setra Human Water Treatment Plant in the Central Region. This has brought to an average of turbidity of the water to 9,000 NTU from the previous 14,000 NTU.
Yeah.
This improvement achieved through the intervention of the Central Regional Security Council, RESEC, and is expected. This improvement achieved through the intervention of the Central Regional Security Council and is expected to enhance water supply to Cape Coast, Elmina, and surrounding communities. The Regional Security Council, led by the Regional Minister, Mrs. Justina Marigold Assam, apprehended efforts that resulted in the rise in the daily water production from 1.98 million gallons to 2.77 million gallons.
This is just to confirm that what I said is true.
That is because of
the response.
No, it's
not.
From
what you read, what did they say? They said the security personnel.
No, listen. The original story. This has brought to that. So the improvement achieved through the intervention of the Central Regional Security Council, RESEC, is expected to enhance water supply to Cape Coast, Elmina, and surrounding communities.
RESEC had to come in.
Yeah, but that's work they started long before the president's intervention.
No. When did the president... but you know, of course, there should be rapid response.
The president's intervention was just last week.
Last week, that is what has come out. But before what came out, there has to be a response. And the president has indicated through that particular communique that these are initiatives that they are taking. Of course, they can't do this. She is there serving as an extension of the president. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Yes. And so these are steps that they have taken. And we are seeing results. That's the point I'm making. Another thing, she made mention that Madam Kate and then You know, this
I
whole
have never
thing,
mentioned Kate's name here on this platform.
I think Akuntama, she rather mentioned Akuntama.
I have not mentioned Akuntama.
Okay. Yeah, you have not.
Yes, so please stick to the issues.
Okay, so you see, she mentioned that some people from our political party are also involved in Galamsey. And I sent you some videos. She made mention that the woman you mentioned her name earlier as the Aisha Wang of Galamsey
She's called
in Ghana.
Jan.
Yes, yeah. So AKA the Aisha Wang, that she has never been involved in Galamsey or mining and that she sells gold. There's a video I sent to you, if only you can let your producers play it. The woman herself confessed that she started mining at the age of 8 and has since been a miner. And you are sitting here telling us that she is not a miner. Meanwhile, this woman has publicly made it known to us that she started mining at the age of 8. And so if you don't mind, you can play that video for people to see who she was defending here. Another thing, I also sent you some pictures of her at the mining site, mining actively with other miners, and even in a picture where she was standing with a white man. The honest truth is that these things I'm mentioning will not bring anything. It won't add anything. The fact of the matter is that the people who are mining are Ghanaians. And whether we want the truth or not, we need to face it head on. And I told you that the interventions that this government has taken...
So do you know if she's involved in illegal activities?
I can't tell. I am only telling you that she claiming that she's not a minor, that is not true.
I cannot authenticate
them. No, you can't. I just started.
I'm sorry,
You
that's
can't
why I
come.
have not been able to put them out. However, I'm saying that the people who are circulating obviously are coming from supporters and communicators of government side.
Yes.
And I'm saying, is she involved in an illegality?
I can't tell. That one I can't tell. Then you only said, no, she said the woman is not a minor.
So can we?
She said no.
So can we?
She said the woman is not a minor.
So can we, as an authority, before even this discussion started, can we or could we have followed up on her activities, check if she has a concession, license, whatever? Is she mining? Where is she mining? Is she mining close to water body? Is she mining in a forest reserve? Is she mining on an ordinary land and she's not even engaging in land reclamation activities? What is she doing wrongly? How can we hold her responsible for her offenses?
Yes, so me, as I'm here, I cannot tell you whether she is a legal minor or not. She only stated that the woman is not a minor. And I said...
didn't say that, Annie.
I said...
She's misquoting me on this platform a lot of times. Her company and Google will help.
Gold
yeah, and she mentioned that the woman is not a minor. That's what she said.
Why
that she doesn't
false
mind.
words into people's
Do you
mouth?
understand?
You can lie.
Louisa, please. You see, you can't be doing these things, okay? When you were talking, I kept my cool. You can equally do same. Another thing, you claimed that the woman is not a minor. And I'm sending you
correct this
a video of the woman confessing that she minds.
What did you say? Please, just 30 seconds. What did you say? Clarify it.
I said that she has a registered company. That is Golden Empire Legacy Limited. That I know is into the exporting of gold.
Okay.
That is what I said.
Okay.
And you
so
also said that she doesn't mind.
She mines at the age of 8 years. And logically,
if someone says that, I was going to ask a question.
Come on! Logically, which 8-year-old owns the mining consignment?
Why are you not playing the video?
Continue.
Continue. You play the video.
Don't
because
worry.
the woman herself has confessed that she started mining.
So you
no, because she's trying to say I'm a liar. Meanwhile, she is the liar here. I have exposed her and she's uncomfortable.
Hold on.
She is a minor.
But you know that she could,
but whether she is an illegal minor or not, that one I can't speak
or
to
she didn't say it. In your own logic sense, if someone tells you that at the age of 8 I was mining, what will you think?
If the horse comes to tell you that I have been to this place and there, am I the one to tell the horse that you haven't been there?
Okay, continue. You continue.
My point is that she herself said she started mining at the age of 8, and I'm not surprised because my own village, when they heard that there was mining activities going on there, some of us, as early as the age of 9, 10, we know how to use the sample whatever, to sample.
So you know what she meant?
I know what she meant.
Okay.
She has been in the business for long. That is why I said, as to whether she's a legal miner or not, I can't speak to that. But I have a video of her confessing that she has been in the mining business for a very long time.
Well, she didn't say she'd been in the galamsey business. That's not what she said.
Did I also say galamsey?
So why are we using her? Why are we trying so
hard? She is saying that she doesn't mind. You know, I will like that after this program. And I can tell you this, after this particular program, I'm going to play the part she said that the woman doesn't mind and bring the part that she's now lying that she never said so. Because we can't do a replay now, she's having this thing to talk.
I asked the question.
Now, you see, I'm saying that let's concentrate on what the government is doing. The government said that ally, that people can mine at forest reserves and water bodies, they are taking that one off and making it illegal. That is another way forward. The government has also told us that they will dispatch security people to make sure that they do not allow people unlawfully mine on our river bodies, which they are doing, and we've seen results. She made mention of champagnes being imported. We don't import champagnes. They are done or made locally. And these champagnes are locally produced, and people can procure it. There is data to establish the fact that people started mining with excavators under their regime. And so, who are you to say that NDC has ever done anything? They have never done anything. We can talk about Operation Halt, we can talk about Operation Vanguard. That being said, I am not even interested in this whole muddy issue. What I am interested in discussing today is the way forward. And I can tell you that if you look at the policies that our candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has brought out, you realize that the man has given it a deep thought. Why am I saying so? When we started talking about the gold for oil policy, the goal for purchasing or doing transactions, instead of using the dollar, people didn't see the wisdom in this. But even international bodies are even coming to Ghana to learn from us. I heard Tanzania came and wanted to learn more about our gold for oil policy and other things that we are introducing. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying that he has seen that when it comes to illegal mining in Ghana, it is one of the things that it will be very difficult to tell people not to do. So what we are going to do is that we will be regulating it. How are we doing that? Instead of people just prospecting anyhow and destroying the land, he is going to make the data available to miners to know exactly where to go and mine, instead of the Chusibidi policy that they are doing at the mining sites and causing a lot of devastation on our forest zones and water bodies. He is saying that he is going to make available the data. Apart from that, he has seen that, look, if you make this data available to the people and you don't regulate it, and you do not educate them on how to do responsible mining, we will still go back to what? Cost 90. So he said he is going to decentralize the EPA. EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency. They are mandated to regulate some of the activities or the activities of these miners. And so he's going to decentralize it. As it stands, they are only at the regional levels. But he's going to make it in such a way that districts where mining activities will be going on, they have that regulatory body regulating them. And they are intentionally.
Why would a government that is into a policy like community mining and all that, not implementing all these things? You're waiting to become president before you implement it, when you know that you can do that. Isn't it Dr. Bawumia that led the gold for oil policy?
You know, I will be sending you, because you are not playing what I'm sending you, I don't know, but we have started that policy already. And I can make mention
decentralizing the EPA.
Yeah, not decentralizing. You are talking about the community mining. You mentioned the community mining.
No,
and
I'm saying that you are saying that Bawumia will decentralize EPA.
Yes.
And I'm saying, once you have a government that actually implemented the community mining activities, you knew that you were going to, implement a policy of this nature, which obviously we have seen the results of it. Why is it not doing the...
So are you indirectly tying the community mining activities to what is currently going on?
Yes.
You know, you can only make that inference, but it is not an inference that is authentic or confirmed. Okay. Because, you know, of course, you are free to assume, but assumptions are not facts. I'm just trying to put that one out
So
there.
you think the community minded, they are doing it responsibly?
I
In
think
your
so.
opinion, they are doing
Yeah,
it responsibly.
it could be that they are doing it responsibly or not. So you are saying that why is it that they are not? We have initiated community mining. I always say this,
And I'm
look,
saying that
in an
the community
attempt,
mining you're saying you've initiated is such a broad policy because almost everyone is involved. It has given rise to hundreds of licenses
that is why I'm
that's been
saying
given
that.
out. So why are we not a policy
you
like
are speaking,
decentralizing EPA?
Yes.
Why don't we do it now?
Yes, that is why he said that. He said, you see, at times you will need the kind of administrative work that can go on before these things can take effect is one of the things that we have to look at. Because in decentralizing, I think that regulations and other amendments have to be done for them to be established. And some of these things are not done within a day or two. And apart from that, I can also tell you for a fact that you will have to implement a policy and see some of the negative things that can arise and probably take initiative to do what? To handle them. And so it is possible that it is even due to the establishment or the introduction of this community mining that they saw that, look, it is important for us to decentralize. You cannot have it all figured out. At times, you may just have to take a bold decision, and out of that bold decision, you are able to make up or get solutions to whatever, what they call it, that will come out of it later. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying that, look, we have also given out environmentally friendly machines, which we call the gold catcher machines, that we can use to do responsible mining. But of course, these machines are very expensive to acquire. So he says when he comes, he is going to establish a bank that will be responsible for community miners or miners in general who want to do responsible mining so that they can have access to money to buy these equipment that do not use chemicals. You know, there was a time, I don't know whether you can remember, I think it was at the Black Star Square, they launched the gold catcher machine, what they call it, program. And in the video that I saw, the machines were over, I think they were running into 1,000 because the whole place was littered with the machines, the gold catcher machine, which is very friendly.
Where are they?
They gave it to miners.
And so what are they using it for?
Of course, you know, the miners are many. Do you know that over 1 million people are directly involved in mining? That is the question. So there is so much demand. That is why he says that he will establish a bank that will be responsible for ensuring that people acquire these machines so that they don't use the
gold catcher
mercury.
machines, they were given to people who have come for mining licenses.
Yeah.
Really?
People
for free?
that are legally mining.
So were they giving to them for free, or they're paying for it, or
They are
bought
paying
it?
for it.
How are they paying for it?
But it's what they call it. It's like they are paying. Government is making it in such a way that it is easy for them to acquire it and pay it over a period of time.
Okay.
So it is not like it's going to be free. No, you pay over a period of time.
Okay.
That is why they said they want to bring more of these machines. And how do they do that? They will have to establish a bank that will be responsible for taking care of people that are in mining communities. And apart from that, he's saying that he's going to involve local stakeholders, the chiefs, opinion leaders, to ensure that they help fight illegal mining.
The same people.
The same people.
The same chiefs.
The same chiefs, yes. No, but you see, at times when you expose a problem, you leave people no option but to do what? To align themselves. Now that you are making it legal, people will come out and support. At times, it is just because we are making things illegal. That is why it is difficult solving it. Let's make it legal and let's put the tools that are needed to ensure that these policies are well implemented. Look, apart from the EPA and whatever, we are also going to purposely make it possible that when you finish mining and you have your gold, we buy it from you. Because going forward, Dr. Bawumia's administration is one administration that wouldn't use Ghana cedis to go and buy dollars. We are rather going to use Ghana cedis
and buy gold. And with the gold, we can use it to transact businesses. I remember, you were at his, what do you call it, the media press, right? He made mention of a multinational company that came looking for dollars to send out, and he brought a brilliant idea that they bought. And what was that brilliant idea? Our dollar reserve was so low that if they gave everything to these people, we would have been experiencing the Sri Lanka case. But then he said, look, we cannot afford to give you the dollars that we have. What we can give you is gold. And of course, gold is one commodity that you can sell anywhere in this country. And so, instead of our people illegally selling these gold that they have mined out through unapproved channels, let them bring it to us and we will buy it from them.
All right.
And so, Dr. Bawumia's administration is going to ensure that we do responsible mining.
All right.
And I can tell you for a fact that after our ex-president, J.A. Kufuor, hearing the policies that Dr. Bawumia is bringing, he said this is a brilliant, way of solving illegal mining in Ghana. And apart from Dr. Bawumia, I think one of the people that also spoke about this, his policy to be brilliant is Nanaba Anamwa, which was making the round somewhere last week on Twitter and everywhere, where she said, look, that so far, she has listened to the debate from the several quarters, and she has realized that the only person whose policies concerning illegal mining or galamsey that is brilliant is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Why do you believe? Hold on. Why do you believe what she says? Is she a gold or mineral
I'm only saying
that, or in her capacity as a journalist?
Of course, as a journalist and someone that has listened widely to the political divide. Are you saying she hasn't listened to what the NDC is saying? That is why I'm saying that. Ask my sister to tell me what they did when they occupied places of power and Galamsey was tearing them at the face.
So if I tell you that Alan Chemantin's policy is the best I've heard so far, will you be okay with that?
That is your
in my
opinion.
capacity as having listened widely.
Yes, that is your opinion.
So you'll be okay with it?
No, that is your opinion. I only stated the opinion of people who have listened to him.
I'm just saying that should be accepted by all, just as you're making references.
Not accepted by all.
Okay.
I never said so. I only said that these are some of the people that have come out to endorse what he has said.
Okay, all right.
So far.
Okay,
and
thank
so
you.
Let's pay attention to these details and let's be guided that the NDC that did nothing under their watch is today promising you that they can do something.
Right.
We that have used force and have seen nothing at the end of the day, today we are coming to tell Ghanaians that we have fought the hard fight and we realized that, look, it is high time we regulated our mining and we have the best policy to regulate our mining.
Okay. All right. Our time is up, but there's a skit I just want us to watch and then we go off. If that skit is ready, can I have the skit?
If you would allow me just some few seconds. You know, when
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh, it's in.
Red Hour receive now!
Boss, let's go back.
Here, take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming. Oh.
Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
Choose the perfect prize for you every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes. All to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia #1 on the ballot.
Chale, you dey hear the filler where they go round. Won't you? Hey, I hear say the Electoral Commission dey register some voters for secret places. Them add thousands of names to the voters register.
Me say if I hear say they do one for the EC headquarters. I will fair.
Hey!
Then fee are thousands of voters for the ruling party in Stronghold and delete names of voters for the opposition in Stronghold. I be bad for only.
If these rumors are true, then the upcoming elections cannot be free and fair. Oh, the Electoral Commission needs to address these allegations immediately in Tamara.
My people, let me set the record straight. All these rumors, they are nothing but pure lies. And Tronkwa.
Really?
First of all, 21 days before the registration exercise, the EC publishes all registration centers in the Gazette. And every single political party knows the location of all these centers all over the country.
Okay.
Secondly, all political parties have their agents at every registration center nationwide. Accredited observer groups, Metrese, even international observers, they are also present at these centers.
Yes.
Thirdly, all political parties receive both start of day and end of day reports at each registration center. They use these reports to collect the figures of registered voters. Simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Finally, at the end of each day, registration, the total number of voters published by the Electoral Commission always matches with the figures collated by the political parties from all the registration centers throughout the country. There is no doubt about it. I mean, no doubt about it.
Okay.
So my people, don't fall for all the lie that is flying around. The registration process is totally transparent. Period.
Now we know the truth.
We
won't fall for these lies anymore.
The EC ensures a transparent process at every step. Share this information and help stop the spread of misinformation. Make sure say Remember, the EC logo fee add one figure self to the registered voters. The 2024 election registration process, it be French, it be clean. No kululu.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step.
The journey continues, but becoming that phenomenal lady doesn't happen in a day.
It takes courage and refusing to settle for less.
This season, on the PL show, it gets much more diverse.
Engaging and impactful. This is the PL show.
We paint the perfect picture of pain, sleepless nights, hard work, and of course, the ultimate breathtaking view from the mountaintop. Success.
Successful ladies from all walks of life doing amazing things and positively effective change in